I have to show you how it looks. Just look at this beauty. Each layer separates perfectly. It's soft and tender inside and crispy around the edges. Take a small bowl and add 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and add 25 grams of fresh yeast or 7 to 8 grams of dry yeast. Pour in 200 milliliters of warm milk. Stir it well and leave it for about 10 minutes so the yeast can activate. Once the yeast is activated like this, place 750 grams of all-purpose flour into a mixing bowl. Add 1 tablespoon of salt and stir. Then pour 200 milliliters of water into the flour and salt. 50 milliliters of oil, and the activated yeast. First, mix everything lightly with a wooden spoon, and when the wet and dry ingredients combine, knead the dough. Knead until you've gathered all the ingredients from the bowl, and don't worry if the dough feels a bit firm. Once it comes together like this, transfer it to your work surface. Spread the dough with your hands. Pour 20 to 30 milliliters of oil. Fold it together as much as you can, and keep kneading until the oil is completely absorbed into the dough. When the dough is well kneaded, cover it with a cloth and let it rest for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, knead it again briefly. Don't knead too long, just enough to round it and make the surface smooth. Then divide the dough into 8 pieces. Take 1 piece at a time and shape each into a ball. Roll each ball gently on the table to smooth it out. Then flatten each ball slightly with your palm. Oil a plate or tray well, and arrange the dough balls on it. Brush the top of each one with oil. Cover them with plastic wrap so they don't dry out. Then with a cloth, and leave for 30 minutes. Sprinkle the work surface with a little flour. Take 1 piece of dough and press it gently by hand. Turn it over to the other side. Just like this. Repeat this with all the remaining pieces of dough. Take the plate where the dough rested, place the first piece on it and stretch it a bit more. Brush it with melted, or rather softened, butter. Place the second piece of dough on top. And brush it with butter as well. Repeat this process until you've used up all the butter and all the dough pieces. After brushing the second to last piece, place the final one on top. Press it lightly with your hand. Cover it with the same plastic bag you used before, then a cloth, and refrigerate for 15 to 30 minutes so the butter can firm up. After the dough has rested in the fridge, place it on a floured surface and press it gently with your hands. Press so that the edges stay lined up evenly. As best as you can. Dust with flour and roll it out into a rectangle. You'll get the rectangle by rolling the center thinner and leaving the edges thicker. Just like this. Pull from the middle to the left, then from the middle to the right. Do the same with the other side. Turn the dough so it stretches evenly. That's important. Again, roll the center thinner. Then push the edges up and down like this. It's important to pull out the corners as much as possible because we'll be cutting this dough and want all the edges to be even. Shape the edges by hand so they're straight and smooth on all sides. Now you'll need a knife or dough cutter. Cut the dough into 10 vertical and 10 horizontal strips. Each square should be roughly 3 to 4 centimeters wide. Next, group them by stacking 4 squares together. Set them aside. You'll end up with about 25 stacks. Now we arrange them. Take a baking pan 25 by 25 centimeters or similar dimensions. You can also use a 20 by 30 pan. Place one stack horizontally in the pan. Turn the next one vertically. Then place the next one opposite, alternating as you go. Repeat this alternating pattern with each stack. Cover with a cloth and let it rest for about 20 to 30 minutes. Once it's rested, beat 1 egg and brush it over. Then preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. Let the dough rest while the oven heats and then bake. The bread is baked. Baking time is 30 minutes. Once you take it out of the oven, brush it with a bit of butter. I'll leave it to cool slightly before serving. Just look at how soft and light it is. Crispy on the outside and tender inside. Each layer separates beautifully.